I, a Mindscape company, and Random Games present a Games Workshop franchise game, sort of.
Our struggle is born of chaos. The same chaos that 10 millennia ago seduced 9 lords and their space marine legions, casting the Imperium into rebellion and civil war. Only the boldness of the Emperor and his remaining space marine forces drove the dark hordes into the Eye of Terror. For a millennium times 10, they have lurked there, emerging to mount their campaigns against the Imperium. And now, more powerful than ever, the Chaos forces of the Dark Lord Zimran strike at the very heart of the Imperium.
Hello and welcome back to a new project of mine, which is, as you can see, Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate, which is a very, very, very old game, at least to me. It's one of the first 5 games probably that I've ever played, so it's been a while. I think I played it in like 98? 98? I think so. Anyway. This game is playing in the Warhammer 40k universe, franchise, whatever, right? For those of you who started this video but don't know anything about Warhammer 40k yet, I'll link a brief history of Warhammer 40k video in the information box on the upper right corner, so you can catch up on the basics. Or let me put it very brief. Everything is shit. We're in a futuristic world where there's genetically modified super soldiers fighting against other genetically modified super soldiers that are evil. We're one of the good guys. We'll be taking control of the so-called Ultramarine Legion, or one legion of the Ultramarines. I'll tell a little bit more about our chapter later, but for now, let's just get the game going, I guess. Let's start a new campaign. Let's actually go hero, veteran, hero. I'm not going mighty hero, but we'll go hero or veteran. Let's make it more fun to you, so let's go hero.
Commander's Codex. Our crusade is finished in triumph. Yet the struggle has left my forces depleted and under strength. Our supplies are low. Yet we do not journey home, for I have come into possession of information that a relic, predating even the Horus heresies, is to be found on Lyra, second moon of Chimera II. We travel there now, for if the relic is what I believe it to be, the true Concordate Chaosium, it can prove invaluable to our struggle against chaos and its traitors. Even undermanned, we shall not defer this quest. Our fortune is that we still bear with us 5 brother Terminators from the first company. And I have ordered my remaining Ultramarines to reconfigure their forces into 5-man combat squads. It is my hope that this shall be enough. Whatever we may face, we make course for the Chimera system.
Alright, let me tell a little bit more about our chapter now. We're the Ultramarines. We're not very distinctive as far as Space Marine chapters are concerned. There are actually 20 chapters. 2 are sort of nobody really knows about them. They're considered lost and stricken from memory. So there are actually 18 chapters, or 18 original Space Marine chapters, one of which is us. I think we were like, with us I mean Ultramarines. I think Ultramarines were like 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Every chapter was basically modeled after one even more powerful genetically modified soldier, the so-called Primarchs. Ours is, I think, Robot Guili Man or something like that. He's actually one of the few Primarchs that stayed loyal to the Emperor that's still sort of alive, though he's in stasis, and it's not really certain if he'll ever wake up from that. But ours is still alive. Most of the other Primarchs of the Loyal Legions are actually dead. So there's that. I said we're not very distinctive, however we are very good at organizing our things and maintaining command structures and all that crap. So we're very well organized, but we're not like the most feral warriors or something like that. We're just average on all fronts, as far as our abilities are concerned. But average on all fronts with super soldiers is still pretty impressive. So let's go and take a look at our first mission briefing, shall we? Space Marines, you will strike the Temple of Chaos Cultists. The temple is but lightly guarded by Chaos Cultists, who are to be eliminated. More vitally, you must seize and return to me a relic from before the time of the heresy that will be found inside the temple. Be advised that the temple itself is overgrown with vegetation and that it may make entry into the temple difficult. Fail me not, the relic must be ours. Service to the Imperium. Mission objectives: enter the temple, retrieve the relic, recommend equipment, frag grenades, anti-plant grenades, heavy bolt of flame. Come quieter, would you kindly? No. The sound is a little bit weird. I haven't changed the sound around at all, but sometimes it just becomes loud for really no good reason. Because as I said, it's a very old game. It was basically still running on DOS, and even here it's now running on DOS. Getting it to work and record wasn't that trivial to begin with. Still, you'll see some imperfections, like right now the screen will be smaller than what we'll see once the actual fighting starts. Once the fighting starts, there'll be a small area on the lower side that will be just missing, but nothing really interesting was going on there in the first place, so I just ignored that. But aside from that, everything should work out reasonably well. Not perfectly, but it's a freaking old DOS game that's barely working, so bear with me on this. Alright, I said we're good at organizing stuff, so let's take a look at our squads. We actually have 8 squads available. One was already mentioned, which are these Special Terminator Squad. We can't take these into our first mission, because our first mission is basically just trying to learn the ropes. There's also 2 other special squads that we can't take with us now, the Assault and Devastator Squad. I'll talk more about what these squads do in a future episode, so you don't just get overflown with information right now. Let's just say they're more impressive than our basic squads, or the basic tactical squads. The basic feature of our tactical squads is we have 5 people, one of them is a leader. I'll talk more about squad stats in a second. And the entire squad is allowed to carry 1 heavy weapon with them into battle, which sort of distinguishes them from some of the other special squads. Other than that, our people can sort of customize their equipment, like how much reserve ammunition they want to bring along, healing kits, and all that stuff. So yeah. So let's actually build a squad together, which might actually take a moment. Let me take this time to actually go through the stats, because I'll make a lot of decisions here, and I want to keep you informed on that. If you want to skip this, then just go ahead and skip this. Basically, there are a few important stats for our squad guys. I'm going to go through them all. The first and probably one of the most important ones is the action points. Basically, what we'll be seeing in the game is a sort of turn-based combat, much like the nowadays more popular, what was the name of that again? Former UFO series. Sorry, my brain just went out there. There is a game out and popular right now that's pretty similar to that. Basically, it's squad-based, turn-based combat. And for every action that we take on the battlefield, we have to spend action points for just walking somewhere, going into cover, and even shooting and all that stuff. So therefore, people who have a higher pool of action points are just better because they can do more stuff each round, which translates into being able to respond better and all that. Next stat is health. Health is actually not that important. basically because we're all running around in heavy armor, and some have even more impressive armors later. So we rarely get damage at all. But if we do, we're most likely dead anyway, because if you get hit by a missile straight in the face, then you're probably dead no matter how much health you have. Because sort of the difference between 50 and 60 health, for instance, is really just minimal. So it's nice to have, but it's really not that important. And as armor, all of our squads will have an armor set of 40. The Termies will have 110, but I said I wanted to go into that later, so just saying all of our guys will have 40. Then there's the ballistic skill. Basically, the ballistic skill says how good a guy is at shooting stuff at range, which 67 is pretty impressive for just a guy starting out. So that's kind of nice. If you want to have someone using special ranged weapons, then you probably want to give that to the guy with the highest ballistic skill, because he tends to hit stuff more often than the rest. Then there's the weapon skill. The weapon skill actually determines how good a Space Marine is in melee combat. Whether he attacks first is actually being determined by the initiative, other than his weapon skill, I think. So, but with higher weapon skill, they can just kill stuff in melee, which isn't that important for our tactical Marines, because they basically just have a knife and nothing too impressive there. So going melee should be sort of a last resort option. But for some of our other squads, it will be important in the future. What was actually weapon skill, whether you attack first? Might actually be that weapon skill was actually about attacking first, because there's also strength. I think strength is damage then. Yeah. Okay, scratch what I said. I think weapon skill determines if you attack first when you're going into melee combat, which is important, because if you attack first and kill your opponent, then you won't counterattack. Then strength is probably the damage. Or strength for throwing grenades. I think strength was also used for throwing grenades. If you have a higher strength, you can throw grenades further. It's not that important, but it can be interesting. And then there's toughness. Toughness gives us the ability to shrug off damage. So again, that our health doesn't get damaged even if our armor is breached. So having a higher value here is interesting, though not that relevant in my opinion most of the time. Initiative determines when in the round you get to do your stuff. Guys with higher initiative can act before enemies can and before other squad mates, so that's sometimes interesting to have high initiative, though it's not critical. This is the number of attacks that we have if you go into melee combat. Sometimes you can have more, though you can basically only modify that by using special weapons. Then there's a leadership stat, which is not that important either. You will need it at the very end of the game, but not right now. Basically, when you get into a sticky situation, then the whole squad makes a check against their leadership ability. If they are standing close together, the check will be made against the leadership ability of the squad leader, so the one with the highest leadership ability should be the squad leader. But all of them are pretty decent in that, so there's nothing really to go into that. The ones down here will be 0 for all of our guys, which is basically the number of missions, the number of enemies they've killed, and the number of experience they've got. Because our people, even though they are pretty good at just right out the gate, can become more deadly than they already are. And managing our troops and their experience and putting them into good roles for them will basically be our main issue at some point. So let's now, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take the time to arrange my people's stuff, or to actually take a break for this. I think I'm actually gonna do it, but then scratch that part out of the video, because I'm gonna have to look at a lot of the stats there and check it out. I could also use people from our squads that were not available to use. I can't use a squad, but I can tell people to go to a normal tactical squad and do that. However, I cannot exchange them with the Terminators, because in order to be in the Terminator squad you need to have a sort of special award, which is the Crux Terminatus, and none other than the guys already in the Terminator squad have that, so I can't switch those guys out, because I don't have anyone to replace them with. So But now I'm just gonna shut up for a while, hope that I'll remember to switch it out again, and just rearrange my troops. Because I need to plan ahead for which guys I want to have in these squads at some point, which I want to maintain in a tactical squad and all that. I'll probably do that now, and for that I have to take a good look at the stats. So let's do this. So, I think I'm done here for now. Excuse me if I didn't blank that out. Basically what I did here is I organized the guys with the highest action points and the best stats following that, mostly looking at ballistic skill for now and also sort of having an eye on weapon skill into tactical squad 2, and some who also have more than 40 action points but didn't quite make the cut regarding ballistic stat, for instance, in tactical squad 3, so I can have an eye on them when I have more squads available. Like this guy is probably not the best shooter, but he has a decent melee value and he has a decent amount of action points, so he'll probably be useful at some point. But right now, the guys in the special squads are just there to fill up the slots for now. So let's actually select squad 2, right? Let's select squad 2. They should be our best normal guys right now. We don't really need the best for the very first mission, but this way they can also they can already gain some experience and in a way learn to get better. I might exchange you, no? Who was the guy with the worst shooting? It was you, but 62 was really not that bad. Let's just keep it like it is. Alright. Led by Saturnius. Yeah. So, the guy with our highest shooting skill is at 70, Samponius. So I'm gonna give him a special weapon, which is gonna be this heavy bolter. Let me talk a little bit about the weapons that we have. Basically, normally all of our guys will have a normal bolter, which is sort of our standard assault rifle type of weapon. And as I said, one on the squad can equip a special weapon, which could be the Flamer, which would be interesting if you have lots of enemies trying to run into melee range and you want to shoot them down. It's also really good against heavily armored enemies, but do not see many of those in the first mission, so I'm not gonna take that. Then there's the plasma gun, which is also good against heavy armored targets, but you need to be closer to them than I generally like in order to make it work, so I'm not gonna take that either. And then I have Heavy Bolter, which is just an improved version of the normal bolter, which you can also fire in a large amount each mission. Basically, the first shot costs more than a normal bolter shot, but once you have acquired a target in a round, you can do the following shots using less action points than normally, so that's kind of nice. And then there's also the missile launcher. I don't think we need to bring out the missile launcher for the first mission. Yeah, no. Let's not do that. Let's go with a heavy bolter. Whoops, not you though. Sorry, Metallius, not Sempronius wanted to have that. We have 2 more action points, but I'd rather have all the accuracy I can get. So let's take this. So aside from that, we can also stock up on more ammo if you want. I think 4 reserve packs of ammo should be more than enough. And I think it's actually much more than we'll actually use. Probably I can just remove some of the bolter clips here from the other guys if I want to. We're not gonna need to reload much. Probably we don't need to reload it all, and 4 times probably not. We can also decide to bring a scanner along, which enables us to see enemies even if they're hidden behind stuff. It's not that useful though, as it may sound, because the range is sort of limited, and if you don't play this for the first time, you probably already are aware where the enemies are coming from approximately, so you don't really need to waste the time to use the scanner, but it can be interesting. And then there's also grenades that we can bring along. Lots and lots of grenades. I'm actually gonna bring a lot of them around. Like, I'm gonna stock up the rest of our guys with grenades. Because what you probably underestimate when playing your first game is basically the power that these grenades have. I'm gonna take another frag grenade. Because yes, they are a little bit random and sometimes you don't hit your target with it because throwing them isn't quite as easy, but some of our guys actually have a decent value in strength. Like Metallius, for instance, has a strength value of 40, so you should be able to throw them for quite a distance. And they are very effective against taking out armored targets, or more accurately, taking out armored targets' armor, so that your actual standard weapons will actually do damage. Because the bolters are not very effective against armored targets. They're basically barely making a dent. Good for us too, because then enemies with their normal weapons will also barely make a dent. However, in order to make a dent, then the best strategy is to use grenades and sort of blow up their armor or weaken their armor, and then once you've done that, then you only have to work against the enemy's toughness and health, and that'll be much easier. So there was a lot of talking, I'm sorry, but now we're actually gonna enter combat. Alright, let's actually take this, okay. So here we can see our how a tactical fight is going to be taking place. Yes. So we have our 5 guys down here. There's lots of trees. I can actually chop them down a little so that they're not in my way visually. That's probably better. So who do you have a line of sight on? That guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. Okay. So the two interesting numbers there. Well, let me go through all the numbers. In the first line of numbers, there's one number on the left, which is 67 here. This basically gives us an indication of the sort of chance to actually hit with our weapon. Right now, the Saturnus has his bolter activated, and he has a sort of 2/3 chance to hit the guy here because there's not much cover in the way. There's a little bit of cover probably coming from that tree here, so he's not he's not sure to hit it, but there's a pretty decent chance. And the second number says if I'm actually hitting it, then there's an almost 100% chance to actually kill the guy with one shot, which is good because these are just basically cultists, just basically trash mobs in a way. So then the next line beyond. Below that is how much action points I will need in order to fire the shot, which is 10 here, because firing with a bolter takes 10 action points. And the number below that is the range. The further the target is away, the least likely is that we're actually going to hit anything. So let me actually have him crouch, go down a little bit. He actually has a less chance to hit that guy now. And let's actually have him shoot at that guy. Nope, that didn't do it. Come on, kill that enemy for the Emperor! That worked! Good! I'll take it. There's also one farther away from there. Good shot, man. Good shot. Good! Let's go to our next Marine, which is our heavy bolter guy. He'll probably need some experience and all that stuff, so I'll also try to make my Marines get some more experience on some specific guys. Also get this Crux Terminatus sort of bonus medal. The main reason for that is that at some point I'll want to make some of my most effective guy to be Terminators instead of the Terminators that we have right now. But in order to get the Crux Terminatus, they need to kill 5 enemies in one mission. So I have to keep track. So that, like, what was his name? What was his name? What was his name, man? Saturnius, he basically already killed 2 guys. So if I wanted to make sure that he got Crux Terminatus, I would need him to kill 3 more guys. Not sure if he'll actually manage that. I'm talking too much, aren't I? Right. So let's actually also go him into crouching. No, he doesn't see that guy at all. What's in the way there? Just because of crouching. Crazy. There must be something in the way. Well, then you're gonna stand Overwatch, dude. By having him stand, by giving him the command to Overwatch, basically, if on the enemy's turn, my guys can try to shoot back. I thought I should still have a direct line of fire there, but the game doesn't seem to think so. So let's go to the next one. He's actually on an elevated position, so he should be good enough to turn around a little, crouch, and then he still has 4 shots. All of which are pretty decent. No, he's actually not looking in that direction. Let's start with this guy. Oh, he survived. Die, traitor. The one. He can't shoot that guy because he's sort of out of his cone of fire. So let's also have him go into Overwatch. You're not in the best position, dude. So he'll probably want to move, probably somewhere around here. Although he will be pretty open to fire there. He's also in an elevated position, so it should be fine. You can actually walk and run. Walking takes 3 action points per square, and running actually takes 2 action points per square. You need additional action points for turning. However, if you run, then if you try to shoot, you'll be sort of exhausted and you're less likely to hit. So you get a slight negative modifier for hitting if you do that. So you also can't see shit because this thing is in the way. However, he can do and go to Overwatch. Alright, we have one more guy. Where's actually the rest? Seem to be a lot more of them. Further away. Oh, they're on that side. Interesting. Well, we have one guy here. Probably need to make sure that everything works out. Alright, he has a clear line of sight to both of these enemies, so let's try to take them out. No, not that one. Come on, guy. Shoot him. 2/3% chance, my ass. Thank you. Well, wasn't that hard, right? Okay, so everybody got their orders. Let's have the enemies head out. If they're coming from here, then our heavy bolter guys should still be able to see them and fire at them. Well, or maybe not. Okay, he decided to shoot now, although his chances haven't improved. They sometimes do that. I mean, it might have been better to just wait until the enemy there would have started to move, and then he would have had a better shot. He decided to go for it. So who got killed? So Tony's got 2, and one of the other guys got 1 kill. Our heavy bolter guy actually hasn't even shot. Now he decides to just randomly shoot in that direction. Well, he actually hit something. Alright. Let's actually check out how our heavy bolter guy is doing. Yeah. If he were to stand up, he might actually have a better shot than crouched down, because there's sort of this elevation there in a way. There's also a lot of people over there, but he's not seeing them at all. Which side do I want you to cover? Actually, let's have you stand up. And let's shoot this guy, and then you can cover this flank here. There's also another guy there that you can probably hit. So let's do that. Thank you. There's also the possibility for us to take aimed shots, which would cost double the amount of action points, but since we're already in rapid fire mode with our heavy bolter, it will only cost 8, and it will increase our chances from 40 to like 90, so let's actually use that here. Very good. And can you kill that guy too? Very nice. Very nice, man. Very nice. Good. You did good here today, man. Let's crouch again. We don't have points for Overwatch, so... Anyway. Good. We're here. Do you see anything? See the guys over there? We don't need aimed fire though. Without aimed fire it's not quite as impressive. I could just have him wait here until the enemies from the right hand side will approach us and hope that he'll have a better shot and not just decide to attack this guy, because he sort of has a shot at him, though not a very great one. Yeah, let's turn you around here. Let's go to Overwatch, hoping that you'll actually do something useful with it. So you should have a really good shot at that guy, right? So let's kill that one. Very good. I want you to stay here. You're actually in a pretty decent position, all things considered. You can actually hit that guy over there. Interesting. Alright, let's hit that guy. Very nice. Very nice. And you have a sort of shot with this guy. Can you make an aimed? Yeah, let's take that. Nope. Not quite. Alright. So we got no more enemies coming from our left. We only got enemies on our right. Our bolter guy took care of the enemies on our right. These ones are actually out of range. I think the bolter have like a range of 24, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 24. So the targeting reticle is different here because they're just out of range. Not sure how much range these guys have. These guys have with their plasma pistols. I don't think it's much. I'll probably just wait here. Most of my guys are here. Are you actually crouching? No. You shouldn't be crouching, I mean. 16, 33. I actually like those aim shots. Because they're like at 77%. We actually would have a decent shot. And I don't want to wait for Overwatch. Because in Overwatch you can't make any aim shots. And sometimes the aim shots can make a lot of difference. So let's actually take this and come on. And survive that. Such an effing shame. Alright. So you'll probably want to go here-ish. Maybe actually here. Okay, you would have capacity for one aim shot. That already was an aim shot. Okay. Could you maybe fire but wait until I approach? Yes? Does that seem like a sound strategy to you? Let's try that. But I see it coming. Well, all of my guys are firing at that one guy where they have like 15% chance to just hit. Or maybe they actually do something great. Now the guy just decides to go all out on that one. A friend of yours was just killed there, but thank you for just going to the same spot. Alright, I think our Overwatch guy there is out of action points now. But he did a good job. She shot down like 2, so it's really all I can ask for, really. So let's take care of the rest and slowly move to the gate. We actually need to enter this complex here. However, in order to do that, we need to enter it via the gate here. I think there's actually a second way in, if I remember correctly. Yeah, way back here, but I don't like this corridor. Because if there's one guy here, he can probably do a frick ton of damage against us. So let's actually enter from the front gate. We'll not do something crazy. Anyway, I was saying, he wanted to kill one additional guy. Thank you. It's too far. That was too far away. So, shots looking. Nothing too great. Aim shot maybe. 57. 47. I don't like these odds. I guess he's going to Overwatch then. So he squad leader killed 3, I think. Zamponius also killed 3 here at the left side. Just to remind myself in order to keep track of these numbers. Okay. Here would actually be better. Just right next to him. Inviting grenade fire, but well, this could actually be good. Very good. Can you actually aim that shot? Yes, you can. Very nice. So, Zamponius should already earn himself a Crux Terminatus if I didn't miscount something. For really good work, you know. And he also has a good shot here, although it was aimed. Let's try the aimed one. Very nice. Let's walk a little. Do you have a shot from here at someone? That guy over there. Oh. It's not the greatest. Can you maybe wait for him to come a little closer and then do that? Alright, you don't have any target here, so let's actually move forward. Alright. We're also going to Overwatch. That was K? Oops, that was Crush. it's X. Alright. Good. And Vitalios, you also probably want to kill some food. Let's have a little over here. XCOM was the name of the game that I was sort of looking. Damn it! XCOM. It was used to be known as UFO and Enemy Unknown at some point. I'm sorry. I'm just old. No. So we're just gonna stay here. Yeah, I think everybody had that turn. No, I'd rather want you to come and die. You do that? Can you kill him maybe? No. He absorbed a hit, but didn't seem to impress him much. But you still have a pretty great shot. Do you have a better one? No. Do you have a better one? No, you don't have any at all. You technically have a better one and you're closer. Those Artonians would go to a kill count of 4. So let's actually have him try that. Good. That sends a clear message. Okay. Alright, so watch. Could probably reload. Alright. Reloading also takes quite a few AP, but he's probably not going to fire this turn anyway, because with heavy bolter guys it's mostly you either go all in a round or you don't really do anything at all, because if you decide to fire you should pick a direction beforehand, because then you can use your chain fire more effectively, and you don't want to do anything other than that, like move or reload or anything of that sort, because every AP that you have at that point is pretty valuable for just another shot that might just kill another dude. So because of this, with the heavy bolter guy, you'll probably see him just go for all ins. Alright, next one. Alright, we can start to move towards the door. Don't want to open it yet though, because not really every one of us is here. We're not gonna open it, we're just gonna go and Overwatch and position everyone. You're gonna go right over there. Because I smell an ambush coming, right? Once I open the door, there's probably be people on both sides here, maybe even here, and all that stuff. So, do you want to reload? Maybe? Do you want to reload? You probably want to reload. Reload. Just because we have some spare AP with these guys this round anyway. I don't think anyone will incoming, and even if we have some people with spare points. Doing Overwatch. Alright. Alright, but nothing happened. They were prepared for something, but then nothing happened. Alright, let's reload. We're almost out of HP for this round. If we cluster, so my line of thinking is I could cluster everyone together and then try to breach in everyone with everyone at the same time. However, clustering people together too closely can be very, very dangerous, because, well, because one of the type of grenades that I haven't talked about much, the frag grenades actually do area of effect damage, and even the explosive crack grenades also have a little small area of effect. So I'd rather not have them clustered up too much, because the enemies might just abuse the hell out of that. Well, we also need to move on, I guess. Let's have him go over here, head this way, and then We'll make a stand at the door, I guess. He should go crouching so he doesn't shoot you in the back, which can be a real issue, that he decides to shoot and then accidentally hits his teammates. If you crouch, you have a much better chance to not get shot at, because you present a smaller target. So let's actually have him go here and crouch. You're also gonna go crouch, but you go Overwatch. Probably. Let's open this door. I don't like it because we basically have spent half a turn already just moving. But let's save that. Alright. Let's open up this. Thank you. There is someone, for instance. We do have an accurate shot at him from here, so let's actually throw some grenades. Because right now, as you can see from the target indicators with the bolter, we do have a almost guaranteed hit, but he has armor like us because he's a chaos marine. They're actually world eaters, I think, right? Red. I think there should be world eaters. Never mind. But we only have a very, very low chance of killing him, of like 1 in 4, because we'll just be hitting him with a bolter, and he has his full armor and all that stuff. So we'll probably want to use some grenades against him. What the hell was that, man? I can tell you what that was. That was a piece of shit. Do that again. Are you kidding me? Seriously, are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna reload this. I'm sorry, I didn't want to start the first episode with save games coming, but he just really failed hard. I mean, the numbers aren't entirely accurate. There can still be some other indicators that don't work out in your favor. But he should be able to hit that guy with a grenade from there. Apparently, I'm mistaken. Apparently, I'm very mistaken. You should just, you know? Let's try that once more. But apparently, there's a systematic problem there that the game doesn't seem to recognize. But you shouldn't rely too much on these percentages anyway, because there's issues with them. So, I wanted to open the door. I could actually have you move here. Maybe have a better throw with a grenade and all. Apparently not. Man, you always hit the fucking corner there. I need some more further ahead. Damn percentages. So, but you need to hit the grenade from here, right? Thank you. As you can see, now because we've taken down his armor somewhat, we would have a much higher chance to actually kill him with bolt of fire, like 2 and 3 this time. But I'm actually just gonna use another grenade because we can only use one shot, and another grenade might just kill him totally. Or it might just, he might just ignore it. Alright. So, if anyone comes back, then you'll be overwatching. I don't think you'll get a decent enough angle to hit that guy, right? No. Probably not. Well, if he moves back, then you can hit him, I guess. So I can move him in and hope that he'll actually kill him, because he's actually close enough. Oh, there's another one. Somehow I knew this was happening. Well, let's try to kill this guy first. No. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so we did that. Let's hope he doesn't do anything too threatening by himself. Not sure if there's more of them out there, but we'll see. He's still standing, that's not good. I don't like it. Are you okay, man? Oh, he's fine. His armor isn't breached, he didn't take any health damage, so as far as I'm considered, he's fine. Oh, there's a guy over there. So you're gonna go left. Could you take care of this guy? Don't like 56. I'd rather have 3 shots with 40 than one at 56, right? I could try a frag grenade. That better? No, too far away. Okay. Let's try this and hope one of the hits actually connects. Oh. Well, that hit actually connected, but didn't kill him. Thank you, man. Good job. I'm actually kneeling. Can't really see it. Thinking he's standing. Oops. Well, there's another one. Anyway. No, I don't need one to direct fire. Thank you. Alright, next guy. So we have one to run right over there. Could probably melee him. Well, let's not take any risks.
I have contact with enemy units.
Okay. Maybe we just ignore him. How far away are you? Turn around. You would have action points for 1 grenade and 2 shots, so let's actually try to use some grenades on the Marine. Okay. Doesn't have the ability to do 2 shots if he wants to kneel down, and he should kneel down. So let's actually throw another grenade. Wow, very nice. Okay, kneel down anyway, so you don't present a big target. Okay, Saturnius, I think you already have 4 kills, right? So should be fine if you kill that guy. Oops, you're walking. My bad.
Prepare to die.
Kill him, I said. Thank you. Let's move one forward. Don't like them being that close together, but there's nothing I can do about that now, I guess. So, what do we have? We have no idea, but there are probably people somewhere around there. So we need to decide if we want to split up or if we want to move forward in bulk. Let's actually move forward in bulk instead of splitting up. So which side do I want to cover with you? I probably only have the ability to do 1 shot anyway, so let's make him do this direction, and you're gonna protect your brethren's back. Alright? Good. I think we're all done. Yeah. That's why I didn't want them to be that close together. Yeah, kill him? No? Okay. Fair enough. So, are you guys okay? Oh, Metalius actually got damaged. But we have a med pack. Alright. You want revenge? Man! You want revenge? We don't have that many grenades anymore, though. Let's have Saturnius use some. If he gets two steps closer, you should be able to just hit him without percentage. So let's try that. Yes. And another one. Alright, go down. Someone will kill him. Not sure who. I mean, Zamponis could probably kill him. But it'll effectively prevent him from doing anything else this round. And he already has 5 kills. I mean, he could take more kills. Gives more experience and all. So, there's that. Yeah, let's actually have him kill him. Come on, man. I was starting to say this was getting embarrassing. Alright, you got one guy down there. Not sure how many people those guys killed. I think he'll try to kill him. Alright. And you probably want to reload. So we want to continue to hunker down here. Probably have to. Let's just wait around here. We're also gonna go Overwatch. I feel like there's more incoming, so let's just wait here for a turn. Whoa, where did you come from? Where did that guy come from all of a sudden? Are you good at meleeing guys? I don't know. Just shoot him. Thank you. Alright, but now we're gonna move forward. Go down. Watch. Do we go around the corner? I think we actually will. Hello, someone there? No? No evil Xenos there? That's disappointing, actually. Well, I could put him in a forward position, hoping that he'll have something to shoot at next turn. Or just protect him better. Let's put him in a forward position and have him reload. Let's take him back here. Alright. Next one. So you're gonna be our lookouts, watching our back. Gonna move up here. And turn around again and Overwatch. Overwatch. I think that should be all. Well, probably don't need to Overwatch there. I don't think there's anything happening over there. So we don't have any decent place to move to where you won't be renting someone's line of sight. Like that is actually really bad. Okay. That should have been his 5th kill. Huh. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, there's another enemy. Oh, how nice. Here. We're gonna take a forward position now. Do you also wanna... Let's do this safe like. Maybe I'll do too much with... Maybe I'm doing it with too many safety regulations, but it's a good way to just make sure nobody dies, you know? Ah, yes. Someone just teleported in. So, you're hunkering down, you actually shouldn't, so that you can shoot over your brothers. So you're just gonna move forward a little. This way he would have 4 shots if someone comes around the corner, so I'll take it. So we need 2 guards at our back. I don't think anyone is going to follow us down here, but I may be surprised. I don't want you to be too close to the captain. Alright, and you're gonna go right here. And then turn around and watch our back. Alright. Should be it. Yeah, someone coming. Didn't have to unload on him that early. Good shot. So I think you still have a target. Not sure how you missed it, but... Oh man, come on. Thank you. So... let's actually have the other dude be the rear guard this time. Or at least some other dude. So you're gonna be rear guard, I guess. Just stay right here. Overwatch, do you want to reload? No, let's actually do that. Okay. So the rest will move forward a little bit. But only a little bit. Same with you. 35. Should have enough here. Alright, move up 2. Alright, should be fine here. Nothing happened. They were spending half the turn in Overwatch, making sure that nothing happened. And then, really, nothing happened. Oh well. Still a little bit far away. Not sure how much resistance we'll encounter right around the corner. Let's take a look.
I have contact with enemy units.
Where? Right over there. That's pretty far away. Oh, well. If he comes close, I shoot him, but if he doesn't, then let's just leave him be for now. Wait until the guy with the big gun moves in. I think he can actually shoot him, or he can shoot him once. Oh well. Didn't even hit. Okay, so we're gonna be going there or there. Let's go here. We've spotted ammunition crates with Imperial markings. Yeah, we can restock some ammo and grenades, I think. So, let's actually just have him go Overwatch. You can't do many useful things this turn anyway, so let's actually have you check the crates. Just to take a look at what's in there. So what do we have here? Grenades! Wasn't there like one guy who needed grenades? I think it was Metallios, right? Okay, then move out again. Yeah, you can check the other crate, I guess. If there's anything in there, you can take it next turn. We can check it next turn. decided to just unload on them. But really nothing should be happening there. And he shot at Sempronius, but Sempronius is fine. And he moved closer, which is good, because this way he can gun him down. We could technically move closer and try to hit him with a grenade first, but I'm sort of very cautious about what's in here. So let's actually just take him out with an entire round of heavy bolter fire. We'll see. Or at least dent his armor with that a little. Well, we're not denting his armor at all. Now we did. Alright. Took the entire turn, but no ammo. Flamer ammo, missile ammo, and plasma. Well, I can take one grenade or something. Good. So what are we doing? I think we're gonna move ahead to the corner and then prepare ourselves to peek around the corner next turn. That's close enough. I wonder if someone is patrolling here. Well, guess we'll figure it out somewhere along the way. Yes. Well, we only got bolter fire going for us, but we got a lot of that. Oh, there's another one. It's just a cultist. I should be able to deal with it. Alright. As I said, I could have probably split up once I went in here, but taking the guy out here with long range fire is basically only possible if you're the heavy bolter guy. Throwing grenades at him from here is sort of not possible at all. And I wasn't sure if there was another one going to be here, so it worked out, I think. So let's check the next room now. Should be fine. We still have grenades, right? Good. We still have grenades.
I have contact with enemy.
Oh. That one is a little bit closer than I like. Thank you. I needed that. Okay. Here's another one. Well, it didn't impress him much. Go down. Let your brothers move in. Maybe Lepidus first. Try not to hit your brother with a grenade, thank you. Didn't impress him much either. That one did though. Alright. Not sure against which side we're supposed to be defending from. Oops. Good. Or if there are even more enemies around, I'm not sure of that either. But for now, let's just guard. Probably guard against attacks from here, which I doubt will be coming, but we'll see. Nothing happens. Okay. Antonius, I think you can also pick that thing up. Brothers, the relic lies before us in the full chaos altar. Well, it seems like there's really nothing going on here. Is there someone here patrolling up here? Apparently not. Alright, seems like we took care of things. Then let's take this relic and go. The stuff of the relic is ours, brother Captain. Victory! Ah. So, well, didn't he kill enough didn't he kill enough people? Or couldn't you get it on the first mission? Yeah, that was it. You can't get Crook Seminars on the first mission for some reason. Never mind that. Anyway, but he got a marksman honor because he shot a few times, I think. Yeah, well, basically you can get honors. Zachonius got the Imperial Laurel, which awards him some bonus experience, and also, yeah, it doesn't really do much else. It awards him some bonus experience and a Laurel, but yeah, he has that now because he fulfilled the mission objective, which was picking up that thing. So Chaos Cultists, he took care of quite a few of these, but no level up. Zimpronius was actually promoted to a veteran. Basically, once they reach 500 experience, they get a promotion to a veteran instead of a normal Space Marine. So he's seen stuff, you know. And he also got the Marksman honor, which is, I think, for doing the Marksman honor, you need to shoot with a ranged weapon 10 times or something like that. Which he did. He shot 15 times, killed a bunch of people, like 10. So that worked out, and his skills got increased. Actually, pretty decently. Action points to 47 is on the low end, but his ballistic skill to 78 is also not that impressive. But his leadership also increased, so maybe he becomes the new leader. No, maybe. Alright, Novarius didn't do too much. He killed a bunch of Chaos Cultists, but nothing else. He didn't get Marksman honor because he only shot 8 times. Yeah, he's a little bit more efficient than the next guy. He shot like 8 times, but killed 5 Cultists. Lepidos shot 10 times, but he only killed a Marine, 1 Aspiring Champion, and 4 Cultists. Okay, so maybe he's actually also okay. And Metalius, yeah. He threw a bunch of grenades and also killed a bunch of people. Oh well. Good. I'll cook Staminatus for you though. Sure.
Requesting help. Chaos forces out of nowhere. Chaos forces in the mining colony. Word bearer, Space Marines. Where did they come from? How did they...
Set course for Chimera 3. Launch forces upon arrival.
Oh yay, looks like we have to go to a colony and help some people, if still alive. But we'll see that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.